Okay, you guys, so we are back with another banging video. It is game on, I got my rapper chain on, and it's game on, I got my chain on, and it's game on, I got my rapper chain on, and it's game on, I got my chain on. Okay, so in this video, I want to talk about, Cardi B and Offset specifically, right? Stefon Diggs is included, but I've been doing some thinking ever since some information has been revealed to us, right? And based on the information, it has led me to understand, some of Offset's actions, providing that what we've been hearing is factual. Even if it's half true, I would understand Offset's actions as it relates to some of the things that he has done. Now, let me say this. I do not support any man being a deadbeat dad. I'm a Jamaican in Jamaica. Jamaica is filled with deadbeat dads. Jamaica is notoriously known, Jamaican men, they are notoriously known for being deadbeat dads. I kid you not. It's a thing with them. So when someone tells you to run from a Jamaican man, run. But when they're good, no one can be better than them. When they're good, they're the best, okay? Now, you guys know that Cardi B shared with us that ever since she filed for divorce, Offset hasn't been paying child maintenance. Offset has been asking for spousal support, and he wants division of assets. He's asking for 30% of everything. So he wants one house and he wants, I think, one car. No, initially I was saying Offset was unfair because, you should leave Cardi B with her assets and all of that. And when I said that, many of you guys said, Star, remember that Offset helped to boost her career. Offset has helped her a lot with her music, with her stage performance and all of that, right? So he deserves something. And I was like, based on how you guys put it, it actually makes sense. But no, there's another position to this because we're hearing that Cardi B dropped $1.2 million, allegedly, paying to have a party for Stefon Diggs. And you guys know it was about a month ago or a couple weeks ago, I think it was about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I said to you guys, it gives the sense that Cardi B is financing her relationship with Stefon Diggs, right? Because I was looking back at everything and I was saying Cardi B loves to give. Her love language is giving. And chances are she might be doing that with this man. The video is still here, still on my channel. You guys can check it out, right? And then after that, we learned that she allegedly dropped a $1.2 million on the Super Bowl after party. So I started thinking and I'm wondering, how long has Cardi B been doing this? Spending money on Stefon Diggs. It is her money and it's none of my business. It's none of our business, to be frank, because it's her money. But I am wondering, is that what led Offset to stop paying child support and demanding division of assets? Because think about it for a second, right? You're with this woman. You've been cheating on her. She decides that she's gonna finally leave. She filed for divorce. And initially, when she filed for divorce, Offset responded to it, and he never asked for anything in his initial response. He never did, right? But then, it seems as though the moment Cardi B got deeper in Stefon Diggs and got pregnant, we saw Offset getting more bitter. And many of us, we assume it was because Cardi B was pregnant for Stefon Diggs. But no, I'm realizing, could it be that Offset has been aware that Cardi B has been spending her money on Stefon Diggs and is saying, not my money, I'm not going to give you any money for these kids, because since you have so much that you can spend on this high profile athlete, spend it on your kids. If you're a man, would you do that? I don't think Offset should have done that though. I think what he should have done is to pay the driver, because Cardi B said she had to pay the driver. If Offset was concerned about Cardi B, I understand it because I can see both sides of it if that's the case. But I believe Offset should have paid the driver and paid the school fee to the school. What she does with her money is her business, but he's a human being. He's gonna take some offense to it if that's the case. So now I'm wondering if Cardi B's spending is what led Offset to say, I want one of that house, and I want one of the cars, and I want spousal support, because since you have so much money to be supporting this guy who wouldn't want you if you didn't have something, if you weren't popular, because let's be honest. Do you remember Cardi B before the fame? Would Stefon Diggs want that Cardi B with the crooked teeth? Absolutely not. Before the BBL and the breast augmentation, would he want that Cardi B? Absolutely not. He would never want that Cardi B. And that's just the truth, right? Because I know if I should get a facelift, God forbid I touch this nose. God forbid. I don't see why I would even get a facelift at this point. There's absolutely no need, no reason for me to, right? But let's say I lick my head and decide that I want to do something to, I don't know what I would do something to, because I have cheeks, I have a cute chin, I don't know. I'm good. But what if I go and get a breast augmentation and a BBL and the tummy is extremely flat, and I start dressing nicer, smelling nicer, have a luxurious car, and then more men start looking at me? It is because of those things. It's not because of who I originally was. Those men will be after the new me. So Offset is looking at it that way. I believe that is what could have drove Offset to say, oh, so you're spending big on this man? Okay, I've been there since day one, and I'm going to need a little something too. I'm not going to let you just go and be spending on this guy. And I was there with you, working from the ground up. Offset was there with her through the crooked teeth, through when she believed her nose wasn't perfect, through when she believed her breast wasn't big enough, through when she believed her ass wasn't big enough, through before all the plastic surgeries. Offset was there, before she got that popular. He did marry to her because the popularity rose and he wanted to lock that down. But the guy was there with the crooked teeth. He was there before the plastic surgery. He was there before the new and improved BBL and a breast augmentation. So if she's spending on Stefon Diggs and knowing that Stefon Diggs would never date, and if anyone says that Stefon Diggs, if I see anyone in my comment section saying that Stefon Diggs would date the crooked teeth version of Cardi B, I'm coming for you with my stainless steel frying pan, I swear. In case you've never met it, you're gonna meet it, because I'm gonna do a video specifically for you. We see the woman that he has dated, even, the ones that aren't popular, and they're all hotties. None of them have a crooked teeth or anything. They have boobs, they have ass, they have a flat tummy, they're pretty. Stefon Diggs would never want the crooked teeth Cardi B. So if it is the case that Offset is looking and saying, oh, So you're spending big time on this guy that you just meet who wouldn't want you when you had that crooked teeth and before the plastic surgery. I don't blame Offset for claiming, and now more than ever, yeah, I don't blame him for demanding spousal support now more than ever. And I don't blame the guy for saying that he wants a house and he wants a car. Because if you can drop $1.2 million on a guy who would never look at you when you had your crooked teeth, when you didn't do your nose and when you weren't looking so pretty, and her fans love to lie. And if you lie, I'm going to post all the pictures before her plastic surgery on here in every video, like what I did the last time, to remind you that the pictures are on the internet, okay? So when she's calling other women ugly, she needs to remember that she was ugly too. She was ugly too, right? But I'm saying, now more than ever, after hearing this, how she has dropped $1.2 million. And if she has dropped $1.2 million on such lavish events, she has done other things for Diggs. And I believe that is what Offset has learned about. And Offset was like, oh yeah? So I helped you to push your career. I was there through the crooked teeth, before the plastic surgery, before the new breast augmentation, before the new BBL, because she had a BBL when she was a stripper, but she was kind of skinny and the BBL wasn't looking so good. Still not looking good. She had one that looked like a wisdom tooth. And she should have kept that one, because even though it looked like a wisdom tooth at that time, that one was perfect. And she had one before the wisdom tooth. That one was flawless. That is the one she should have kept, because at that point she started filling out nicely and everything looked perfect. But I don't know what got into her head. I don't know if it is because Offset started cheating with some BBL girlies. She thought that she should have a bigger BBL, or what the case might have been, because it happens to women. Chloe spoke about it. She said that she never thought of plastic surgery until Lamar Odom cheated on her, and then Tristan did the same thing to her, and she believed that she needed to be perfect. So some women believe that if they're, as I've said, softer, nicer, prettier, and if they get with a program, the man may stop looking at other women, and that's not the case. Because, honey, let me tell you, I've seen men with pretty girls, perfect, flawless, and I went into the restaurant looking, I went into the restaurant just looking ordinary like I'm looking now, and the man was not looking at his woman. He was staring at me, and I don't have a BBL. I don't look like that. I don't have huge boobs. I have tiny chest and all of that. And the guy was on me like this, and his lady was so mad at him that she threw the coffee in his face and she walked out the restaurant. And I had no idea the guy was looking at me like it was the servers in the restaurant who said, see what you caused? And I was like, what? They said the guy was staring at you nonstop. And I said, why? They said, think about it. You're natural, you're casual, and she's all made up and fussy while you're just, maybe that's what attracted the guy to you. So I'm just saying, women do things to please men, and they realize that after they do it, the man is still gonna cheat, and oftentimes they cheat with a woman that's not even a version of them. So I'm just saying, maybe Cardi B got a bigger BBL and did some more surgeries after Offset started cheating on her, but then she realized that, Offset is just Offset. And I'm also saying, could it be that Offset is demanding division of assets and spousal support after learning that Cardi B has been spending big on Stefon Diggs? Because if she's willing to throw down $1.2 million on a Super Bowl after party, what else has she been doing for this man? And Could that be what drove Offset to be demanding the division of assets? You guys let me know what you think. Leave your comments below because I've been wondering. I've been thinking about it. So let me know what you guys think. We're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.